Okay, we're going to go to verse 4. Just bear with me. It's kind of hard to... I can't really capture the whole thing without zooming in so you can see what I'm dealing with. It says, verse 4, "And when I was in my own country, in the land of Israel, being but young, all the tribes of Naphtali, my father, fell from the house of Jerusalem, which was chosen out of all the tribes of Israel, that all the tribes should sacrifice there." All right. What were they sacrificing? Let's read on. "Where the temple of the habitation of the Most High was consecrated and built for all ages." Talking about the temple. All right. Same temple that the Maccabees fought for. Verse 5. "Now all the tribes which together revolted." So all the 10 tribes plus the other 2, they all revolted. You see that? Meaning they fought. "And the house of my father Naphtali sacrificed unto the heifer Baal." And you can go into Kings and it talks about how they built 2 cows and sacrificed to it. All right. This is verse 6. "But I alone went often to Jerusalem at the feast," which was what they were supposed to do. They weren't supposed to stop at Baal and make a sacrifice. They were supposed to keep on and go to Jerusalem, "as it was ordained unto all the people of Israel by an everlasting decree, having the first fruits and 10th of increase with that which was the first shorn. And them gave I at the altar to the priests of the children of Aaron." Okay. So basically, this is getting into Tobit's time when he was in Nineveh. Okay. Let me see if I could go to... Let me go to Tobit. Let me go back to Tobit chapter 1. Let me go to the 10th verse. It says here, "And when we were carried away captives to Nineveh, all my brethren and those that were of my kindred did eat of the bread of the Gentiles." And you remember that was a law. I mean, not a law, but a prophecy. All right. "But I kept myself from eating." So let's find out where that prophecy came from. Let's go to, let's go into the scriptures again. What do I want? Let me find that. I think it's Ezekiel. Let me get that real quick. Ezekiel. Hope you guys are following me here. This is going to be in the book of Ezekiel. Let's see, I think it's, yeah, there it is. So Ezekiel 4 and 13. So Ezekiel 4 and 13, let's find out what it says here. It says, Ezekiel 4 and 13, "The Lord said, Even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them." So where was they driven to? They were driven to Nineveh and all other places. They were scattered abroad. Okay. Now let's move on. Just wanted to show you that prophecy. And the chapter 2 of Tobit is dealing with the prophecy of Amos. Okay, you could probably find that chapter 2 of Tobit in Amos chapter 8. So let's get back to the Nineveh stuff. Alright. I'm just going to jump ahead here because we spent all day on this. Let me go to the 14th chapter. And let's find out what Tobit told his son, Tobias, what to do. So we're going to go to the 4th verse. And it says, zoom in here. It says, "Go into Media, my son, for I surely believe those things which Jonas," so that's talking about Jonah again, "the prophet spoke of Nineveh, that it shall be overthrown, and that for a time peace shall rather be in Media." So, like I said, it shall be overthrown. It doesn't say that hellfire is going to come from the heavens. It said that it would be overthrown. Okay? Just like we spoke about earlier in the book of Jonah. Okay? So, and that our brethren shall be scattered in the earth from that good land, and Jerusalem shall be desolate, and the house of the Most High in it shall be burned. What is the house? That's the temple of Solomon. And shall be desolate for a time. Okay? So now let's go over to, we're going to go to chapter 8 and 9. Okay. Chapter 8 and, actually same chapter, I'm sorry. Chapter 14, verse 8. "And now, my son, depart out of Nineveh, because that those things which the prophet Jonah spoke shall surely come to pass." So he's talking about the Israelites. He ain't talking about everybody. He's talking about the Israelites. You know, people love to say that the people in Nineveh were saved. Yeah, they were saved because the Israelites repented. Had the Israelites not repented, that place would have been overthrown a long time ago. All right. Verse 9. "But keep thou the law." What? It says, "Keep thou the law." How many brothers actually keep the law? There's a lot of Israelite brothers who can't even keep the law, let alone how you think the rest of them going to keep the law. It says, "But keep thou the law and the commandments, and show thyself merciful and just, that it may go well with thee." So that's something we have to do as a people. Not just a few of us. Oh, I got the truth. Everybody that's in Israel. What does Romans 11 and 26 say? "And so all Israel shall be saved." We can't get out of here unless the whole nation, or the 1/3 of us, come out of this together. All right? Let's go to the 15th verse. But before, let's see. Is it the 15th verse I want? Right here. Yeah, let me go to 15. I'm just going to skip to it. There's a lot of meat in between, but I just want to get to the meat of this thing. I showed you basically that there's tribes in Nineveh. That's why Jonah went there. Let's read 15. "But before he died," this is talking about Tobias, "before he died, he heard of the destruction of Nineveh, which was taken by Nebuchadnezzar and Ashurus, and before his death he rejoiced over Nineveh." All right? So what came to pass was Jonah's prophecy. He prophesied that this place will be destroyed, and it was destroyed. It was actually overthrown by Nebuchadnezzar. All right? And from that point, I'm going to say shalom and barakatah Yahweh ba'ashem Yahweh Shai to those who understand that, and all the other ones who don't understand. Praise God, worship Christ. All right, Christ of Israel, Hamashiach. All right, so we're gonna let you go with that, and Kwam Yashala.